So, welcome everyone for hello, everything working. That is amazing, except my bitrate looks low, but at least today my self-made restreaming works better. Not sure what was up. I mean, it's somehow strange today still, but at least OBS shows 0 frames, so YOLO. You would think fiber to the home would fix it, but yeah, also I need to be careful that this doesn't start playing in the middle of a YouTube live stream for copyright reasons. So we have things to do, as you know. Distribution does not develop by itself. Like that, do some maintenance things, and then we urgently need to get all my working copy changes upstream. But let's start with some updates where people tune in. What else is up in the open source world? What happens while I was busy? What's our favorite website doing? Is this not long standard? This is not like you build Python and get it. Option. Why is this not like a default? Hear me out. What if every for running thing we instantly do? Or maybe I should. Where's my YouTube chat? Today is Twisted Day, HDMI things in Linux. Yes, I've seen that. And welcome everyone. If I would use it, I would pull it in. I mean, we could pull it in anyway. Is today's stream? What happened with today's stream? You mean yesterday's stream? Yesterday somehow my own data center Nginx restreaming server thing had some strange international roaming issues. And today because yesterday we had 50% frame drop over my data center, which I have no idea where that came from. Today the bitrate still looks strange, but at least OBS does not tell me. Like I saw maybe yesterday internet broken, I don't know. The usual modern complexity things. But now we're all here, so welcome everyone. Just need to, how do we organize? Now that I have a way smaller, okay, could also leave it like this. So, things, Python. Python here. Yes. Hear me out. How maybe we need top level commands to instantly Sure, regular misused commands. Tail call thing, interpreter thing with tail call interp. Why don't we like? This is bizarre. Might potentially maybe not enable that. Why are they hiding all the performance things always behind? Wait, I don't have Python? Oh, I don't have Python. But here I must have Python. I mean, why would you want Python? Checking for no value specified. What does it do when, like, what is that? Like 2025 or 6 or whatever, and it's like, what is it using now? Like diagnostics so important, like even Python configure is a joke. Why do people constantly do that, man? Yeah, good that we read for Runix. We do that here, it doesn't matter, but Python, that's unexpected. Anyone here? I'm struggling. I'll give you $100 to check something. What? You told me that use kernels with PID and tuples. You told me how to use kernels with PID and not quite sure what you mean. Maybe some other video live stream, but I will give you $100 to check something. Where do you give us $100 and what should we check for you? Also, is that option not working? How does it fail? And yes, I heard the Discord error compiler, efficient tail calling. Oh. That's funny. So much to. Okay, let's. What compiler do you need for that? Your rip is rubbling something here. I theoretically have another mic, but I thought my cheap headset is enough. That's what the haters of my stereo sound don't get. All right. Shall I subscribe soon? You will be begging me to be back in my audiophile basement with stereo microphones, with made in Germany biodynamics things. Here, I also have a Sennheiser. Here, I was too lazy to. I thought like a shabby regular. I mean, although that's €100 thing, but shabby cheap. Here, welcome everyone. Welcome Skazi. Actually, I listened to some of my own videos. I like the stereo effect. I don't know where all the stereo haters come from. Here we can check what Lavalier professional. What does that do for audio quality? Does that make you... Welchen Kack? Das Ding here is 10 Jahre alt. This is 10 years old. Actually, I returned this already. This is Bauer and Wilkins or whatnot C2 or stuff. I purchased this a decade ago. And I didn't even, as usual, didn't use them the most because I have Sony MDR and stuff. And like, I did not use them the most. And then after 2 years, from one day to another, the right or left, like one of those did not work entirely anymore. And that was a common problem. You cannot make this shit up. And I filed warranty claim of, and I didn't even have to invoice anymore. Actually, it was after the warranty period, but there was super nice woman who freshly had the super nice lady who freshly got their job there, and she was so helpful and sent me one anyway, which is, it's like, I don't have proof of purchase, but it's like, and theoretically I better not tell you that it's older than 2 years. Is it better? Yeah, so the funny thing is they wanted the other thing back, so they sent me a completely new one, which I liked. So the original one I liked more because the cable was transparent. The replacement second revision is pure black. I like the transparent more, but I also like, so now potentially rubbing it. So is everyone freaking happy now? If you preferred prosumer Linux developer thing. You really need help? Send me a link. YouTube will not allow me to send it now. Computer programs, good things, print documentation for money. So yeah, shout out to the replacement works in Zen, so yeah. Anyway, why today so few people watching? That's but how should we grow a Linux distribution like this? I know what DJ is watching my super content. Okay, let's do here a find thing of FFmpeg. Okay, why not? Good, then install that in the background. Also, we packaged dev2, David 2. Yeah, so much don't live stream with consumer headset. There's a reason Sennheiser sells overpriced Leffen mics. So then, 222 we need work copy 0, but we could check if GCC whatever. Do we have here run virt.io? Where do I have my ISO name? 6. Then let's quickly reinstall that. So it should be So the release is, by the way, online for everyone who wanted to try it out. Oh yeah, this doesn't work like this anymore. I guess just override all this stuff, or we mount all of that. Maybe potentially like that we keep subversion entered credentials. So this, I didn't plan that here today, but I just want to see if GCC 16 builds Python. I mean, I hope it's not a Clang only thing. Or whatever stuff is needed. Your computer gets warm. Funny that this installation is potentially slightly slower. Some of it feels slowish, but maybe my RAID 0 NVMe drive just gets slow. Come on, you can do it. I only do this because I want the latest. Actually, this was slightly pointless. I could have simply reused the GCC 16 pre-release snapshot. Don't need. I have the suspicion this will result in quite some conflicts because the files were probably there. I'm not sure what. I think Subversion is not happy about this. Whatever. Do we still have this in the copy and paste buffer thing? Yes. I mean, this stuff is all super annoying. You would think they write it so that it works with most compilers. Wait, what? Let's do that again on another machine. That's x86 latest. Wait, what? Did I not? Where is that coming from? Or is it annoying? Can't mix this shit up. 25 years ago when I came to Linux, this just worked. Now everyone made here new modern shit and nothing works anymore. I hate this. Let's say from the last installation. So, what's better for you, ARM or x86? x86 because it's more compatible, more high performance. Theoretically ARM, but also there all the small board support. What have I done here? Okay, this actually was correct. Yeah, theoretically ARM should be better, but high performance stuff is hard to come by, and then it's super annoying that everything is completely different. Kind of thing is this? What? What kind of thing is this? What? It's a stream? That's T2 Linux. By the way, we run and develop T2 Linux. The one and only live in all the channels. We would need to gather some data points. I mean, that's of course super annoying that there is a... Now we would need to test latest ARM. I could enable that and then see, as we are a small distribution that few people use, allegedly. May, probably not May. I mean, so that it works in T2 and also installation, we probably should do their GCC if CC cling or I hate such kind of glitchy stuff of only works in here. By the way, let's force purpose also. Because one of those packages, like maybe purpose, was reproducibly constantly not having a dependency correctly in there. Like some KCM whatnot thing. That's even less. That's probably not good. Should have KCM thing, doesn't have KCM. That's funny, it's checking this but then not using it enough. Interesting. Okay, let's power that off. Quickly go to the ARM. Some stuff still building. So this here I don't care anymore. His AI girlfriend can send patches, or theoretically untested, but YOLO. Embed TS we can't do. Poetry. Yeah, garbage keyboard didn't put yeah. Pro tip, don't use Bluetooth cardboard to type on, ain't amazing. But what does audio level say here for audio level meter? Okay, that's good. Then did I cache this? Yes, I cached this. Okay. Wait, Rockham? Did this update Rockham? Oh, some stuff even built, look at that. Yeah. Can't say that data does nothing. Good, save energy. I'm machine hopping here for efficiency and testing reasons. That here's that's x86. Let's see if data missed one, which would the version be? Because there maybe something didn't download or whatever. Okay, I can let this run while we do other things. Leak, because believe it or not, we have other things to do. Ah, shit. Build things. Where were we? Power PC. We have a couple of things to fix, a couple of things to commit. And how many zero frames? The house video quality as usual, because it's from a ThinkPad laptop running latest D2 Linux, right? That's not from my basement. So we're doing things differently. So a graph we need to do. I mean, theoretically, okay, let's first. So it's theoretically the patch is minor. I think. Oh, it failed differently. What's failing? Image is entirely PNM. That's funny. What's failing here? Maybe was more annoying thing. Test graph exited with test graph. Do they test graph? PDF non. Test graph. A bit late today, but you're my favorite white noise when you do my own coding. That's amazing. Appreciate this. Okay, let me just also send my check my. Okay, which one is AI? Then test graph. Let me a test graph. Test graph in food mode words. Instead of music, I have need to figure out merge conflicts. Happy to do that. What are you merging? Test graph. Make test graph previously one path has been. Test graph do it. Test graph files. Do we build a matching one in stage? We do. How about we just like either cache file test? No, of course. What does that do? Put a graph typesetting. Build your graph. Oh, we simply run system graph. What could possibly go wrong? That did not just work. Test graph exited. Prof. This script runs cross without requiring that it be installed. Why does this not work? Inaccessible or not found? How is that? Actually, here we could also completely override. Although, oh, why is what does it even run here? SH. But this is not. No. You didn't miss much. We only started. Oh, it wants. Maybe it does your pathings. Does it do pathings? How does it do run that? Oh, that is annoying. What suggestions, hardware or software? But it already doesn't find test graph. MKDUP. TMAC. Oh, here it has. But graph bin pass. I mean, theoretically, this. I wonder if we can override this. Can we like override this? Oh, this is annoying. The thing is, I procrastinated this already way too long. For months, I had this locally reverted. And the problem is increasingly we get so popular that like people even complain. If you want something new, I can highly recommend T2 Linux. And with T2 Linux, I mean the right T2 Linux, not the wrong T2 Linux, because there shall only be one T2 Linux. Oh, here, I have this already. Which file was it even? All recursive? Where's the top level? Here's actually mon, pdf mon. Okay, I guess we do that. Because all I want is this. So we build a native matching thing here. Yeah, and yet another case of I should have done this a long time ago. I mean, everyone hates packaging upstream. It's part of the game. Yeah, with upstreaming, I mean, theoretically the title is a little bit clickbait. I mean, upstreaming to ourselves, because I usually build here with, is that only on that arch? No, that's cross-compiling. So that error is because we are cross-compiling it, and it cannot run this. And it did somehow work previously, but they fixed it. So now the fixed stuff always fails during cross-compilation. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Cyberpunk. What's warming up here doing? What did we do here? Okay, I'm not sure this is. I mean, certainly I could have had there. Well, I was struggling with naming for a while. Yeah, we have a better name because T2 stands for we didn't have a good name, similar to Sun T2 and Apple T2, just 2. So naming welcome, right? If you have better name thing, like maybe that's explained here, but maybe not, and also better naming welcome, what should we, how about emboss Linux? What's your thought on copy on fail vulnerability? That it was handled due to AI vibe coding, like now not only do they vibe code finding stuff, which in my opinion is okay, great, because bugs need to be fixed. If AI doesn't find them, some dictatorship state actor will find it. But it sounds like they botched the whole release process because they asked AI, how should we release it? And AI hallucinated, nah, it's fixed, you can just release it or whatever, the vulnerability, and it wasn't. It's hilarious. But the main problem is that the monolithic Linux kernel becomes too complex. eBPF JIT, like JIT in kernel, like, yeah, what I say for 25 years, we need actually a microkernel. And even if performance is 10-20% worse, I mean, so be it. I mean, obviously, but I would once say we can, in many cases, make it up with better algorithms. In many cases, even be faster by having hardware acceleration for 2D graphics. Two finger, the TF Linux, the two finger Linux, yeah. Yeah, the two is the T2 stands for two fingers for everything, just sucks too. I mean, basically T2 is like typo 3, but yeah. Yeah, AI, I tried this. AI hallucinates only used and words and yeah. T2 sounds as amazing as typo 3 or other things, but I agree that the name was meant as a placeholder, just be font never something, but yeah, tell us get us a better T2 Minix when. Yeah, Minix wasn't that great, so the question, I mean, we could do that, but I mean, theoretically it's on our to do, but for 20 years it's on in our to do, but Linux is also abundant and so yeah, it's more like our own microkernel or L4 based something. But other things also have typo 3 and who knows, like Apple M1, A1, A12, M5, so Ultra 25 things, AMD i9, R9 or whatever. So, okay, that we fixed. Maybe someone had already even an issue for that. Yeah, we get more and more drivers, more and more users. Hear me out. How we get into AI vibe coding a OnlyFans model that's apparently more profitable. How about OnlyFans fun for T2 financing? More patches. Fix gear. Cool. So many patches. It's like we become a big Linux distribution. Okay, some of these things did not yet fully. Why do we have that here? Did we not yet put this into production? We also need more new unit tests for another one here. Actually, okay, we don't want that here. Okay, this was one test. We need this somewhere else anyway. Okay, let's revert this. So next time we should only not forget this. Because we did this new config thing. Growth. Agnostic OS. Yeah, naming subjective. Growth. Tmalloc. Target Tmalloc internal profile builder, not Tmalloc test links to status, but the target wasn't found. Modern build things. Oh, how I hate this. Topic about Docker things. What should I answer there? Managing an open source project is like, I appreciate every new user and developer, but the problem is a lot of people just want to throw some magic bullet on something. This here we could actually also test. Hey, how you doing? Doing relatively okay-ish. Is that the infinite money glitch? AA OnlyFans? Yeah, that's crazy, right? Millionaires and billionaires would not fund your Linux distribution, but some half-naked or mostly naked or fully naked OnlyFans girls like, shut up and take my money. Like those Elon Musk people and stuff. How to get money from Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Make an Epstein Island OnlyFans thing. So, you just send. That's nice. So nice of you. Oops, I think I misclicked it. And I just finally fixed Graph to fully cross-build again. Thank you. This. Oh, that's okay-ish. So yeah, that's a much better fix. I mean, so we could patch it for real, but The only thing why I did not like the other patch is because that's what was generically adding there. No, I mean, it means it's also not perfect. If you build this on a 10-year-old T2, it will also fail, but that's not how we usually... Theoretically, we should take, in the future, we should take better care of building 10-year-old stuff, but for now, this is a much better fix than the other. More generic, less fragile. What is this not? And copy and pasting here, all this modern stuff difficult. This was a hack. Yeah, it's what's confusing is like if you are traveling with an Apple Cardboard stuff and the symbols printed do not match the key things, and like you think you press hyper and it's command or nah, pro tip, don't get Apple shit. Maybe that was right. Where should I press now? Man, copy and paste difficult. Here, that work. So I usually should test this, but I trust this patch here. That looks good enough for me. If it still fails, so that's, do I understand correctly? That's only GCC 16, right? Is that so, or because I test built this on some month-old T2 and that worked. When did you really take off as a developer? It was failing with GCC, but that's strange. I test built this and it built with GCC 15. Okay, but why did it build for me then? That's bizarre, but YOLO. Copy and paste. Why is copy and paste so difficult? Just give me copy and paste. Oh man. Why? What is going on here? Select. 3-finger salute. Difficult. Closing things. Since you soaked your Apple keyboard on the iMac in coffee, the battery only lasts 1 day. Is this like a Bluetooth? Like that's why I have the last generation. Like this is the fancy one. This, you know, when the future was now. When remember when we had like double and triple A here, double and triple A. Oh, here's another. That's why I have this one, because this one I can take out, and here the future is now. Not a paid advertisement, but don't delay. Never buy a non-rechargeable battery, like freaking ever. So since our son, we have like now like we have 30. I mean, previously I had a handful of rechargeables. Now we have like every bloody toy. Speaking of toy, don't delay, don't buy overpriced Lego today. Here, Lego totally not washing. Choo 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 choo. Don't. It's like, yeah. Lego totally not doing war things, right? Like a Boeing, whatever things, Airbus things, but Star Wars, totally not war things. Choo, choo, choo. Also, only on this channel, choo, 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 choo. Sound effects better than Lego Play. Don't get Lego Play brick things. So if that is a wireless thing, My family doesn't get rechargeable batteries because pack of 30 is cheaper than a charger. Yeah, but a charger you buy, first of all, you don't need to fancy charger, but I mean, sure, if you buy supermarket crap, but hey, if this first of all, if you buy a pack of, if you have a child with toys, you need to buy a pack of 30 like for like every month. You also don't need to buy a fancy charger. You can also buy a cheap charger. Wireless and glue together, no chance. You can also not get the battery out, right? So if you could get the battery out, I would say soak it in maybe, but you don't have an ultrasonic cleaner. How about Lewis Rossmann ultrasonic cleaner? But otherwise soaking it in distilled water, although maybe distilled water pointless because the coffee stuff is instantly leaking all the minerals in there anyway. So maybe the better thing, but probably you don't need distilled water, maybe normal water and then isopropyl alcohol and then drying it like forever, but the battery is inside, right? I intentionally, so initially I only had this piece of cardboard, not amazing typing experiencing. Yeah, buy stuff once, don't soak it in coffee, and although with a child that's not easy. Can happen sooner or later. And like I said the story before, I only purchased this trackpad the day Apple discontinued it. I never wanted it, but like just to have the matching one, right? Because it has batteries, two AA batteries that you can freaking charge. I mean, it's also glued shit, but yeah, not a fan of glued shit, you all. Yeah. But with the battery, like at least those, like at least this, you could remove the battery. So, but even, I mean, maybe it gets better. Yeah. Like if the coffee, at least this one, you could take the batteries out and then soak it in water and then isopropyl alcohol and then. I'm a fan of visible screws. Yeah, totally. I also don't understand I don't like this is you cannot tell me that Apple is too incompetent to put here some beautiful screws in here. Like this is basically planned obsolescence thing, which I'm only lucky that no coffee was dropped into those things here. And open source firmware, yes, totally. Okay, so other things we wanted. Okay, PowerPC build is powering through the build. How often do you change batteries on those things? Since I don't use that much, not often. I never use this in production. This is my traveling thing. So as I travel, like currently I need to change the battery each time I use it because like my kid always, like literally each time I want to use it, the batteries are not in there anymore and I need to go through kids' toys and collect new batteries because my kid is always stealing me my batteries. And then there's like, Papa, this one is, there's one silver. I have here some fancy decades of Eneloop. And my kid likes them the most because they are metallic glittery. I could show you one, but then I would take it off the trackpad and the trackpad wouldn't work anymore. I mean, I guess months or I don't know, like it certainly depends how much you power use them. But given that they are exchangeable, you can just have a spare one in like your charger or stuff, right? And then you swap them over and stuff. Why do so many people hate GNOME? Because, I mean, I don't hate GNOME, it's simply not good and it doesn't cross-compile. Are you still here? This is John Bikaku 61 thing. Are you, with your family doesn't get rechargeable batteries because a pack of 30 is cheaper than a charger? Like, is that a sad emoji or is that a grumpy emoji? Are you in team supporting swappable and rechargeable batteries too? So, oh, this is provisioning shit. Oh, right. By the way, this here is even, I looked into that the other day. So increasingly, I tried to fix the last remaining random things here. This here was Rust. I was shocked. Like, I looked into this yesterday and it was literally Rust failing. Oops, where is, oh, this is, yeah, the few 2026 and you don't get your thin provisioning anymore because Rust. Shall I subscribe? We need to do that another day. That emoji, very sad. I have a rechargeable 4 packs for myself. Use it for exploring. Yeah, I mean, buy rechargeables and use them for 20 years. It's like, I don't get really what the problem is. Yeah, but why do you ask about hate of GNOME? Like, GNOME is literally not good. Very few options, completely bloated software stack, multiple languages, C, C, JavaScript, Vala, who knows what. I mean, not to mention C++. And the new blue, like, it's a mess, like, because GNOME is a complete mess. What is there to like? Okay, Spark random things, x86 random. Oh, we have here, what is that here, really? What have I done here? Let's see, move, and what else did I do here? It's just, what is this, delete? What is it, delete even? Ah, OpenJDK, oh, darn it. Yeah, this is also silly. Okay, all of this stuff is not important. What this is just superficial things. I mean, yeah, could commit this because why not? The other new thing here is, so the reason I mainly do is, I mean, first of all, of course, it's totally not good style that for years I cannot get my working copy changes below like 100. And the second thing is, like, sometimes my Ryzen doesn't wake up and then I have a hard time continue working on our T2 Linux distribution. So I also wanted, for efficiency reasons, build more on the Qualcomm X1 Elite. And that, of course, sucks if you have hundreds of random working copy changes. Let's reboot that here once more somewhere. Let's see, I think there's a new Zen optimization potentially even in GCC 16. Let's see if there's some new random thing to add, just because. What do we have here? Zen, do they have Zen 6 already? Zen 5? Ah, that is stupidly named. It's of course named Zenver. That otherwise would be way too. Was it Zen? It's Zenver. Like, this is so silly. How? This is. I mean, not only these option names are out of sync, but like GCC is using different things and calling it absolutely mind-bogglingly stupid, absolute batshit. But I mean, why is this Zenver? Like, why is this not Zen 4? Like, why is it? It's like, I so don't get this. I haven't also not any leakage on rechargeables. Yeah, it's totally. That's also like not one rechargeable ever leaked on me, and including like 20, 30. I mean, some 30-year-old rechargeables don't charge anymore, but none ever has leaked on me. You love GNOME? Yes, preach. I love GNOME. It's a mess though. Why do you love GNOME when it is a mess? They reduce the code base? What do you mean they reduce the code base? I only see bloat. I don't see code base release. I only see now they need Java and Blue or whatnot, and nah. I don't see the most bloat reduction. Okay, let's hear. So that's new. Zenver 5 and 6 and things. Let's do that too. And yeah, it's like, yeah, they remove bloat to add Wait, this? No, there is not. We also have Power 8 and Coffee Lake and whatnot. It's not a limit. It's just stupidly named for no good reason. I mean, maybe the first they named Snver because they did not want, maybe initially they did not want to expose their marketing name. And maybe I'm speculating, like that's like, yeah, we are telling the people that we call the Sen, so we call it Snver. I don't, but, or maybe the lawyers said we don't want marketing name in there. I totally have no idea what. It's just stupid. It's just wood. Like in this wood, I mean, it's just wood. So, architecture, x86 things. Not config in. How many? So we don't have all of them here. I recently looked into, like, this is a complete mess. Recently, Chris asked, why don't we have 7s and 8? But basically, there are not really meaningful changes. Like, so what should we add there, right? What is new in 6? Not that we would have that anytime soon, but is this also best? By the way, this is secure shell through Europe, right? If you're wondering, so we have Bluetooth. Like, that's not. I mean, this is not like. I mean, that's going with fiber optic, European high-speed fiber optic things through Europe. I mean, so I have Bluetooth latency, I have Wi-Fi latency, I have once 1,000 mile through Europe latency. So that's, I mean, for all of that, it's surprisingly good, but yeah, it's not local. It's not a local area network. What's new in AMD Zen 6? 12 things up to extra L3, more data things. ISA features. I mean, GCC man page spelled it there. FP16. Maybe that Phoronix. We increasingly need our own news site. Addition, special code things, new. I mean, that's kind of it. I remember this from the GCC info for AV BPM instruction. Also, it's in string support, code generation, and future patches. That's funny. When I fixed the bug, we want to test and say it's like, yeah, let's add this new stuff, but like tests we add later. Double standards. VNNI and B bit manipulation. I mean, if that's inaccurate, send a patch. So some things. Font called. The font is Comic Code, and because I'm not in the office, I should actually not. I need to save it too. Actually, I need to sync Comic Code. It was a typo. That's this one here. Of course, each day how was bookmark? Where was bookmark? Where do I need to click for? Hey, that's new. Hey, bookmark. Tab. Font. Here. That. Say greetings. Can't say I love GNOME because of politics and sharing incidents. I think some people already know what I love. Then, what's PowerPC Still pouring through that. Then more random changes. I think architecture I thought another day. I have here quite some random mess and old things. And okay, this thing here, what do I have here? I think it's more valuable to sort some other more main. That's only prototyping, testing things. Could also targets. Do we have targets much? Oof. What was the other? I mean, yeah, let's do it here. So we recently renamed, this is an old driver. That's not Novo, that's the other older, even older NVIDIA obfuscated driver thing. Let's not ship that by default, it's only conflicting, it's not any. Of course, welcome. Thank you for asking, what's the font? Use TTF or OTF? I have no idea. I think I put both in there, and so we ship, yeah, DDX driver, but that there is -NV for really old stuff from when NVIDIA did stuff, and there is -Novo. They're both DDX drivers. We prefer to ship Novo. What live do we have here? Actually, here we also need to do more things. What do we have? That's a hot fix. I mean, theoretically, why do we have that here? I think that's hiding when a package wasn't built yet. Yeah, that's when a package wasn't built yet. Of that sort. That's basically all the random things that fall through the cracks from the last year of speed running. Okay, here's so much stuff, man. Okay, that we don't need, and StoneX, it's just some patch things. What's with actually the other? We can commit the other thing from XXSJ. My desktop was Hyperland. See, that is how unimportant. That's an interesting question. Is the desktop environment Hyperland? It was until recently. That's currently KDE here for running full-featured desktops so that I can better test. That I dog food our own polished desktop stuff so that I can better support users in my parents and stuff. Revar TNT stuff. Theoretically, so if Revar TNT, so they recently added some G whatnot 900 or whatnot. So it's newer than it's. If Riva TNT was ever in there, it's probably broken. There is more new stuff in -NV. Did you see AMD HDMI news? Absolutely made my day. Happy to hear that. Yeah, we could pull that in. I've seen that. I've seen the previous news of someone at home reversing that. But NVIDIA. By the way, I think this is NVIDIA spreads us some fake news. I'm not sure if. I'm not sure if that's true that that's HDMI implementers forum. That's some pharaonic myth that I've not seen really as it is. I absolutely hate the unprofessionalism of, I mean, independently of that, they don't want to publish news about D2 Linux, but yeah. So that you ask whether this KDE is here. Hyperland says so much. By the way, I'd rather. I mean, I would like something better than KDE. Mostly because don't get me wrong, KDE is amazing, but it's just too bloated and too slow on old hardware. In general, I find KDE okay if just it weren't for all the bloat. So when we rewrite this, we would target something similar. Yeah, KDE, triple KDE. So, but also this Hyperlink stuff pretty, I don't know, all the 100 compositor things also hugely overrated for. Yeah, why we don't have desktop Linux, like we have 100 plus or 1,000 window managers and compositors and stuff, and at the end of the day nothing is amazing. Now not everything is bloat, like some things like Lua aren't that bloat, like KDE is really bloated and GNOME is like absolutely cursed mess dependency hell. It's NG-object introspection, don't get me even started on G-object introspection. So what other things we have here? So stuff, power, so that's not yet tested. What's that even? We wanted to, what did I do here? This was just yesterday though. I just touched just slightly for that. Okay, slightly, okay, that's not. XFC is quite good at least. Yeah, but XFCE, I mean, first of all, XFC is also not amazingly programmed, and then the base technology is rather old. It's only not as bloated because it's rather old, but it's also not super amazing. Like that's not state of the art and things and stuff. At least like KDE, like basically my parents can operate KDE similar to Windows and Mac OS. I mean, that is how amazing T2 desktop Linux got along. So what do you mean? I like KDE the most if only it wasn't encrypted Wi-Fi password dog shit cancer. Yeah, I mean theoretically the KDE wallet stuff is amazing, just not for Wi-Fi passwords. Also doing Bluetooth and Wi-Fi per user sucks because I have here Bluetooth and stuff, and then I mean, first of all, currently this doesn't wake up the machine, which is hilarious, and then it doesn't work in the login prompt. So the Wi-Fi, like also for my parents, like for mom and dad users, and you need Wi-Fi and Bluetooth pairing for each user. Like somehow this is not particularly thought through. That's the thing, right? We have 2,500 user distribution. At the end of the day, the best that we have is KDE is still not amazing. That's is it getting removed or are we just removing it? Yeah, we probably should patch it, like patch welcome. Can you do it, Drots? Like I would be happy if we default that to store that as text, plain text files in the user. Like basically, if your stuff is hacked and things, I mean, I get where they're coming from. Just the implementation also sucks, but yeah. Hyperlink is bloat, but I need Wayland. Or no desktop environment. This is still one very little bloat. Yeah, so maybe Sway less bloated than Hyperland, I don't know, but Hyperland manually without X-Wayland without systemd, not even lesser bloat. Yeah, you can do this with T2 Linux, right? They're gonna remove it by Upstream. There's a new protocol for what? For Wi-Fi and Bluetooth? Okay, yeah, so this, I mean, I could commit that here. Actually, maybe we should commit that here. Okay, you know what? Let's commit this here. Let's commit early and often. Also, we obviously want to, I mean, not only we need all our stuff upstream, but hey, how about a record? Right, how about 6,666? Here we're approaching 6,000. Let's commit faster. Let's commit faster and more often. We need 6,666 commits a year to keep the devil away. Also, you can support that here or join the Discord, right? Similar to other means where you could here on supporting this 6,666 commits a year to keep everything amazingly sorted and cleaned. Speaking of sorted and cleaned, I didn't even mark that here. So and it did the thing calling for current patching, so since maybe old systems don't have. Now this, yeah, this we have longer. Okay, here are more things, but I'm mostly here about sorting my things. It's basically fix what was the other? Oops, I didn't want it to commit it. This was all right. Arm neos 2. Okay, that's probably fine. How many drop frames do we have, by the way, over my restreamer? All 0. Okay, today it works better than yesterday. Yesterday was something up with the internet somewhere, international European. Okay, so this we also need to fix soonish. Basically, we need to fix this here as soon as possible. That just need to wait now for some. I mean, we could. Okay, let's build this shortly. We have stuff to commit anyway. Right, we had this Rust format things. Is this disabled or? Oh, that's a new version. How did we not have the new version? Interesting. However, XXSJ had sent earlier some change here. So that is if stage level 1, then only cargo, otherwise Clippy, Ruststock, and Rust format. And this is, what is that there? Stage. I have that there. Okay. And as we have that there, we could disable that here for then I have the priority. So that is enough line. So it's partially based on XXJ's work. I think I reformatted reformatted that quite a bit. The problem is even finding that now is, yeah, I completely refactored. I think he had this somewhere else and things, and because it would conflict now, so that's finally done. If anything of those things is broken, send me a patch, right? That is, that's still building. How much more is? Man, how much random stuff can I have here? That here we could check in that build. Did this work again? I had this once, but probably reverted this accidentally. Is it debug? Probably had that and lost this in some merge, quickly fat-fingered merge. There's fully things of what's build doing now? Oof. I had purpose. I had here some. So some of this doesn't cache. It does. It's not ideal. Because that is reproducibly building too early in my ultra parallel builds here now. That's super annoying. I need to analyze this someday. We also need to fix this one layer last shared files thing here too. What's that? Okay, that is actually bootstrap things. I think that's actually finished now. But this here goes first. I should have committed this earlier. Why do you say you never harassed any developer? What do you mean by that? Some people do. Yeah, some people, I mean, sometimes people are crazy. I mean, not only that I got swatted, but other people also. I read sometimes news that people got so angry in GitHub stuff that people shut down their project and stuff. People can be total hool bitches. I think I would basically, it's like, I mean, if it's complete nonsense, it's like basically YOLO complete nonsense. I guess if people become too annoying, you could block them. Basically, yeah, you cannot in 2026 or any other previous year, you cannot have anonymous, unmoderated. Basically, you would need to be able to moderate that. And it's 100% now. Oh, 45 degree. Yeah, I mean, Ryzen running hot, yes. Who is surprised? Holy, that's warmish. What's the temperature in the basement? It's the sunshine today. Does Mitte Germany, is it Berlin? Rain ending? Why is this thing then so warm? Happy to hear that. So, pro tip: never for anyone harass people. So, where were we? Building things, right? Oh, here we LTOing. Right. One thing I wanted to. Any other things of? Actually, did we read that, or actually wanted to read that? Love all our viewers. I love all our peaceful viewers too. Here, look at that. Don't delay. Switch to T2 GCC 16 Linux today, right? As IMDJ something. Right. That's why we did that last minute. Just that now we have the fallout of some last things. I mean, the thing is, not everything becomes magically more amazing. He probably, as usual, cherry-picked a few things that were faster. Time to compile. Yeah, of course, lower. 1% here, 1% there. What's our 9950X3D? Two of that we're saving for. Did you already share, like, subscribe, and Patreon? Super thanked, and all the other good things in between today too. I know this is totally wrong. Why am I here even? I wanted products. I wanted. Don't need Phoronix influence and stuff. Advertisement. Yeah, Phoronix also. I mean, first of all, I really find the journalistic stuff not super amazing. 9950XY 3X3D2. Why is that not giving me? Did this already increase again, or what? Can we also have this like in German? I want German version, man. Why is it more expensive in other parts of Europe? All I needed is the price. Okay, that's totally not working. Can it be really that difficult, man? Is this the product number? Oops. That is really okay. You know, this is a bullshit. Can't even Google anymore. All I wanted was a price in Germany. 888, yes, it was once upon a time it was 6. But hey, the price has come down already. But this is the same price as, yeah. I mean, yeah, don't buy on launch day, but we didn't save that much yet, right? It's only savings of 12, 14 euro. Nah, need more savings to afford it. That was a funny 404. Was it that funny? Was it really that funny? Let's see, history 404. I mean, of all the, I mean, yeah, okay. Was one of the better 404 ones. Referring to Jeremy B. YouTube chat, I just didn't want people to see Jeremy. You lost me. Jeremy B. Whatever, I guess. So, more things on systemd. That is built for what even? I think we need this for dbus. Just wondering why you need the latest. Which latest do you need now? Or you can use just... I mean, I could just make it with the 3D, but I waited long enough that for like, I usually buy a CPU only, I mean, a little bit extra, like after waiting 2 years, a little bit extra performance, certainly nice, right? Plus, I don't like the other metric. As a software developer, I hate this other metric 3 cache. So if I buy one CPU for the next 2 years, I would prefer one that's not cursed of other metric cache. But GNOME Read Manager, registered minor offender. I'm not that much into the GNOME thing. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm not so much into this modern GNOME VIP. Yeah, favorite IRC client, Earsy, but that was Ears, if that's still a thing, like I think that's the thing that I used, like text in, like running that in obviously Tmux window, right? Probably this one, I believe. Yeah, independently of the current release manager, like GNOME is otherwise not good. So independently of what irritated release manager thing they have there currently, foremost I care about the software quality, and the software quality is already not good. So whether the people are Epstein people there additionally or otherwise, that's then just adds insult to the injury. Audio is very low. Yeah, I'm traveling. I'm things. You guys always first it's make boost this maybe probably better, but here also we can still other mixer that boosts that by thumbdb. Are you more happy now? Yes, we could do this in software, but that potentially has better signal to noise ratio. What is the other thing? Polkit maybe? Or did we do that already? Good evening, Fante. Looks tonight is working from... No, it's working from abroad. We are totally not in Berlin. Don't send the SWAT team again. So... Oh, there's also some random things. So hotfix, so... I'm pretty sure, I know what we needed this for. I think we needed this for some KDE debug and stuff thing, for some tooling too. Oops. So yeah, I needed that. So for what specifically? Probably dbus, huh? Dbus, polkit, oof. Something of that sort. Also probably build it finish. Let's continue this KDE. So yeah, this is hopefully one of the last builds. Yes, you see, I processed the last, the next last round here of random things. And what did we rock on the update? So yeah, the one last thing I've already an idea how to make this better. I mean, one thing would be to depend all KDE dependencies on some base package, but I think instead we probably change the KDE thing to simply if core package not installed, use the default prefix anyway thing, but that's for another day. Why you need the latest? What latest are you? Ah, you mean latest GCC? It's also features and stuff, but if you were about GCC latest, then it's also features like C and C++ language features, bug fixes and stuff, right? New upcoming. It's basically, it's better to gradually continuously integrate than waiting years and then everything is broken. So what is the 0 and 1 bash stands for? That's the stage number. T2, like most build systems built in stages, just to sort this and know what we're talking about. So in the first stage, we need to build tooling like a cross compiler, because often you don't have, usually you don't have the cross compiler. So like GCC, LM Clang, and then some surrounding tooling to have known good versions and matching versions. And then one is cross-compile everything. And theoretically, we would only need 0 and 1, like tooling and cross. But to resolve some circular dependencies, 2 is also cross-built. So 1 and 2 are cross-built. And then basically that's nearly all you would need except native builds. So theoretically, native builds are mostly 5. And the other stages are mostly unused. Actually earlier we didn't have the stages, like 25 years ago, we didn't have the stages just like this. I don't quite remember what stages we had. Like maybe only 0, 1, 5 or whatever. And we just decided we better use 0 to 9, like one digit decimal stages. Just if we ever, like, it makes no sense to artificially limit that to less just for future proving. I think we probably don't really need that ever more, but why the change in scenery? Answer in one line. How dare you speak with me like an AI? I'm not your AI agent, because I'm not in the office. Because sometimes people leave their house for business and leisure and family and things. And if you want in the future an answer better, use your Prime or full subscription and speak with me like a human, not an AI agent. Increasingly, I will ignore non-human answers here. Okay, not discover. I mean, certainly yes. You didn't block me, right? Why should I block you? Did you do something? All right, that's edit already. Discover is, yeah, I mean, the even better thing would be like to package install discover, otherwise not. But oof, how do we? Just, I guess, disable. Which one was it? KDE plus my desktop. Do you know if KDE on T2 also runs with sys5 init? Partially yes, but not fully. Of course you can run KDE. I mean, patch is always welcome. If you want that KDE runs even better, our Itanium developers running like this. I mean, I was previously running it mostly like this, but like login stuff, like all the systemd and login specific stuff will not work. All the other stuff you can run on a systemd less T2 system. If you want to run even more of those stuff, and like patch is welcome. But I will probably not, basically, it makes no sense for me to personally at any time. Why did I build this earlier? Probably for reasons. Probably for some new dependency of whatsoever. What's your latest? Oh, so what's that doing? Oh, quick image editor. There's touch. Yeah. What's arrow doing? Don't wait for data, just show me answers. Things, power tenant things of arch power tenant things, then missing an expression. If defined or defined. Holy shit, they have a typo in there. How can they have a typo in there? You've got to be kidding me. And people ask me, why don't you spend money on continuous integration? Like, do you even? That's bloody broken. That's crazy. What defined? IBM should pay me for promoting their power stuff. Shall I subscribe for this? Fixes and power stuff support. If that's not dedication, then I don't know what is. First, the keyboard doesn't register the key press, and it's DE versus English. As I'm a pro, like pro tip, pro tip, best grep for a similar pattern. So here's a, you cannot make this shit up. I should send it upstream due. So let's grab power PC, like power 10. Do we have some power 10 thing here anywhere else? No, we don't. As we wanted to become a total prosumer professional Linux distribution. OpenCV, OpenHotFix, like what a find, man. Only build all of KDE and find your OpenCV thing. And then I usually short that a little bit. So that's not unnecessarily overlong. Here, that's professional patch management only on T2 Linux. Okay, in 4 minutes we will know. What's libjxl doing? What's Poplar doing? Oh, do we still need that? Oof, how long do we have that there? It's probably for some reason. I don't know which reason, maybe highway or whatnot. Why should I block you for loving your boss? So, more a joke because someone wrote it last time. Which what? Okay, OpenCV. Regards from Philippines. Greetings. You said this before. Thank you for the greetings. Oh, guns. Appreciate that. Greetings to the Philippines. Did you say this previously? I think we had someone. Was it you last time from the Philippines? Then, okay, that's building. Then more things. JPEG, what's JPEG Turbo doing? Discord pages? You want Discord pages? Appreciate this. And good evening. What do we have here? Oh yeah, I remember this vaguely. Was this libjpeg Turbo? Which package was it? Yeah, patch welcome. Maybe it was just inlining limit things. I don't remember. Didn't build it. Here, look at that. Maybe just like this quick image editor build. Yay, we fixed here. Look at this. No cache. Open CV2. Open CV. That's quality work. I should send this upstream. Collect my fame, my Phoronix article. What unexpected surprises building for Power 10, good Power 8? Good that we built that here. Apparently not too many other people built that. So last but not least, Discord patches. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Should keep up to date with motivated people sending Discord patches. Fix any feedback on the UP. Which UP? So then we had Andre, Thumber, at DNS Python needed by. Oh, they need a new package. Holy shit. Thumber patch, fix Thumber correctly, find open LDAP. Oh man. Config prefix. Holy shit. I guess YOLO. Okay, while this is building, let's not compromise build performance and log in here. And new package. Here for this integration is what we run T2 Linux KDE for, T2 KDE. I already see a capitalization, right? Should start capital, but oops. Linus Torvalds what's like, nah, coding style. Yeah, it's probably fine. space. I wanted to capitalize Python. Yeah, of course you make my life easier the more perfect you send it, right? Just a T2, our tooling is very good to help us to avoid this. Oh, this, by the way, this should not be... Okay, I put Nathan. Is Nathan not... Are you here? This is Riley, isn't it? I thought. Don't harass our developers. I cannot really avoid showing some, I mean, they are public anyway, I think. So it's in T2, we do not accept random T2 things anymore. Either you put your, I mean, I could put that, the question now, I lose overview is, if that's not correct, then I guess we need to, I mean, I could just use the nick here. Oh, what did we ever use this yet? This is getting a little bit out of hand. This is basically very inefficient to manually remember. Welcome Linux Power to manually remember nicks and matches. That's not how it would fly on the Linux Foundation. Oh, dude. Space is difficult these days. I hope I did this right. If not, we need to change this. Thank you for your contribution. I mean, that's a crazy hack, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Who hacked that? Did you test this or did you just hack it for 100% say? T2 is cooking today, like every day. I mean, I guess I trust that this works correctly, right? A little bit. I mean, it's just changing this to config prefix. I mean, I could have tested this, but that's something that I'm currently not shipping in production, so... Oh, so many patches. Should I add here some thumbs up and hope someone else applies it? I should actually review this. Should this not pre-make CMake? Should this not somehow build more automatically? Is there not some more elegant way to build this in T2? Like using AutoMagic, maybe using T2 servers from 6. Yes, they are totally too successful for Phoronix. maybe if there's some conflicting makefile or stuff, like maybe object dir would automatically help that. That somehow says. Why do you? So you're saying this release is not complete and needs due. I mean, that's probably. Yeah, probably fine. What's Upstream doing? Building shared. Okay, this theoretically this should static or stuff, but I could sum up like maybe one day soon I will tree wide at this. Even with run cmake. Maybe because there's a make. Maybe there's a makefile already? Like maybe with can you try if you add a flag like T2 flag object dir, so that T2 enters object dir and then there is no makefile and it uses a top level directory cmake automatically. Should this not work? New system. Okay. I give you some hotfix GN. I mean, probably fine, I guess. Not my department, really. And so hope others commit this, right, while I go for dinner or so. Okay, otherwise, PowerPC builds. If that ain't amazing, I don't know what is. We did some things working towards building everything on ARM. Don't forget to subscribe. Enable notifications so you don't miss future shorter. I like how you still use old method copy and paste from distro IDM. What a good old day. It's middle mouse button stuff, 3-finger touch. Like that's peak efficiency. It's not good old days. It's today's days. It's a future. Don't take the future. If people delete this future, we will just patch it back. So yeah, don't delay. Share, like, subscribe, follow, super think. Right? I did not even add goals here. Man, what business am I that I don't like all the colors? Go, do it, start, go. Build and thick. And otherwise, obviously, did we the other stuff? Probably, right? And totally don't forget to support all the goodness, because who else builds PowerPC and things? And ARM and so on. Yeah, don't delay, install and support today. Patch is welcome. Yes, I'm aware there is even more. The stuff and the even more that we have could be further polished. So that's the status. It's building. It's coming in hot. We need, all right, Arctic Fox. We still have at least Arctic Fox, but that is for like another day and things. So yeah, that's 100% ventilating. And why is this course error thing that's or not most ideal? That's funny. Someone's a Corsair driver, not nah, YOLO, who cares? So that's it for today. Hope you just learned something, and see you hopefully tomorrow for all the continuation of this fun stuff to come.